Welcome back to the Natural Physique podcast. Hopefully everyone's all well. All you guys listening back at home, in your cars, wherever you may be. We have a Q&A episode. So we're going to go through some questions that you guys have asked us on our Instagrams. Some informational, educational, and I'm sure there's going to be some horrendous ones in there as well. So does anyone want to go first? Matt, Finn, does anyone have a good quality question to kick us off?
We're not having like a catch up.
I don't care about yous.
Okay,
Any,
we're
any is.
not have a bit of a catch up. What's been
Haven't
happening this
spoken to
week?
you since last week.
Oh, yeah, good point. Well,
I
we're
feel like we should
in
always start. I feel like we should always start with a bit of a catch up.
yeah. I just want to
So
get straight to it and provide as much information as and education as possible because I feel like we're in a massive deficit of it after talking about gay people who
but
you'd
that's what good
rather
podcasts are about. Good
Yeah, that's what
podcasts.
we've got better
yeah.
responses and views since we've been talking shite.
That's all that the Watch Your Ear podcast is about. We came
Yeah.
back this week.
I didn't watch the return. How was it?
What do you mean?
Yeah, mate. I used to go on at 6 a.m. and type like first. Get up. It was me
Why?
and because it was a battle between me and was it Bailey? Bailey Dog.
Why not doing it anymore?
I should be doing that realistically. Drop all my clients and just say, sorry, mate, I've been waiting all day for the Once You're in Your Own podcast.
And
You're not really missing out though. The podcast isn't as good as it used to be.
What do you mean?
Washed.
Mm.
Now that the Natural Physique podcast here.
Because we need to get back into a rhythm with it.
Mm. Was it was it good? Did you enjoy doing it again or did it feel off or just because you've not done it in so long?
Didn't have the
Chemistry.
chemistry
Yeah.
gone. Chemistry's in the bin because we just don't like each other anymore.
Yeah. Need those green lines.
Yeah, like chemistry was like 36 on Ultimate Team.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well, does it?
I'd lay him up for a joke and he's just over his head.
Shocking. I used to think
No.
that ratings were all that mattered and that chemistry didn't matter at all. So I had like the cheap, shite paced, 90 rated guys, but just no chemistry.
You could easily
to
get
be fair,
around
podcast
8, 10
was-
of them.
The podcast was quite good.
Yeah. I'll be sure to listen to it. And anyone that listens to this one, go listen to it as well. Just if you want to listen to someone slightly more annoying and less natural.
Yeah.
That's it. If you're natural, stay here. You're not allowed to listen to that one. But life updates, Finn, anything? Or do you want to go last because you're munching a meal as well? Or we're all munching a meal last.
Let's go, Noah.
Noah, you're
Me?
not scanning food.
I'll pivot you around actually.
I was going to say, can you give us a wee tour?
Oh,
Sick, man.
Sorry
Yeah,
to audio listeners, go over to YouTube and watch Noah's living room.
So as of just now, today's updates, we've got some more vinyls up here. So we've got two new Beatles ones. So I've got four Beatles through the top. Then I've got Nirvana and Foo Fighters, and it's like, hold on, it's proper. They've got all the casing in them. It's like the proper shebang. Um, woo.
Very
So
fancy.
the plan is just to fill this out with two on this side, two more on this side, and then my sofa's going to be here because right now I'm still sat in a fucking deck chair. And I will be for the next 6 weeks. And then over the weekend,
Surely they can get that to you quicker. Like, how is it taking
Mate.
6 weeks?
Where have you bought the sofa from?
I got the sofa from Sofology.
Where you
I have
going
heard of them before.
Where you going wrong?
How-
Wayfair, mate.
Yeah,
So good.
so I was on Wayfair. I found one,
as
looked at the
anything.
reviews, and it looked stinking in person. So I thought, like on the photos, it looked so shit. So I thought, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm happy to spend a bit more on like an actual sofa. But
Mine from Wayfair is actually really
is
good.
it? I was gonna ask you where yours
Right,
is.
shite.
Yeah, it's fucking pish, bro.
See,
Mine-
to
It's
try
got
and
no stick all over it.
it was weighted on it.
Guys, we've got the hanging table, the floating table. I had to like drill holes into the wall and feed the cables through the insulation. But now I've got the TV up there and it's got all the funky lights.
Should have gotten a Vid to do it, brother.
Huh?
So you should have gotten a Vid to fit it for you.
Navidai. Yeah, you
That job is-
Short trip.
Yeah,
That job is not. That trip is.
yeah,
Not
that's
too
that
long.
that job.
not too big and not too small.
No.
And then over here, I put up some hanging shelves, so it's got some books and just like a nice display. And then I've got the carpet fitted as well. So we've got the carpet. Blinds getting done on Thursday, and then I've got my walking pad for my cardio.
Have you hired somebody like to come and do the blinds for you?
It was only like £30 because I got them from Dunelm, and the guy came, measured it, and he said it'll be this much. It's like £30 for someone to professionally fit it. I was like, yeah, sound then, just do it because I
Mm.
can't be asked fucking it up. And then
What? So you did you measure them?
so I measured them, gave them a rough thing, and they said, okay, we need to get someone to come anyway to just to make sure everything's accurate. So they came, estimated it, and I got a price from them. So I just went into the shop, paid for it, and then they're like, right, okay, the fitter will come on this day at this time. And then the blinds get delivered like a week before, and then I've just got to wait for the fitter. But that's about
How many windows is that for?
only the one. I'm only doing this one just now, because I can't be arsed. Like it's gonna be too much money doing the ones in the kitchen just now. The
Yeah, you've got quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah. So I can't be arsed. Plus I've got like patio doors. They don't need like blinds or like shit like
No.
that. So it's just a case of doing bits at a time. I finished the
Okay, mate.
cardio room yesterday, so that was all painted. And it's got a darts board up as well. So while I'm doing my 30 minutes, I'll be a couple of 180s, mate. Couple
Got
of
it.
couple
Aye.
of and get wins, mate.
Walk. You walk on the pad, throw, then walk off, then throw, then have to pick
Exactly.
up. Yeah, I like that. Good
That's
methods.
about it, mate. But yeah, that's about it. What about you boys?
Matt, I seen your stories. You look rather sexy.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
That wee flower thing.
Just been dieting, and then same as Finn. We had car trouble on Wednesday. Two separate cars though.
Oh yeah.
That was weird,
That
wasn't
was
it?
that was very weird. So I went and got my hair cut, and then I went back to see my mum and dad. I was getting ready to go to the gym,
You got
and
your hair cut on that same day?
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Did you?
Wait, what the
That's
fuck?
weird. That's weird. I so went and got my hair cut, went back to see my mum and dad, and I was like, okay, I need to kind of hurry up here. I've got posing calls in the evening. I need to go get a leg session in. Jumped back into the car, started or tried to start it, and it just went and then just stopped again. And then I did that.
What did it do?
It's like really good
Seriously.
expression. I can tell the exact engine by that actually.
Aye. So then I was like, fuck, what do I do? So I get free breakdown cover. So I was like, happy days, I can just phone them up. And phoned them up and they were like, yeah, it doesn't actually cover your house. You have to be 0.25 miles or more away from your house. I was like, what do you want me to do? Just push it down the road and then you can come get me and come fix it. So I had to get jump leads and jump start my car. And then I managed to drive to the gym, got to the gym and trained. And then I was like, right, fingers crossed, this still works. Jump back in the car, fucking same thing happened again. So luckily I was able to actually phone the breakdown people this time. And then a lovely guy from the AA came out and he did some tests on the car and he was like, yeah, your battery's got 0% in it. So that was pretty shit. It like couldn't even like do some of the tests because there was nothing
There's
there.
actually nothing.
It was completely dead. And to be fair, that car's 11 years old and the battery hasn't been replaced since the start. So it was bound to go at some point. So I had to spunk out 250 quid to get that replaced. So that wasn't
great,
fun.
but it's
That was
not.
after the time machine went 2 weeks ago, where I
Uh,
spent 1,700.
1700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have a car. Like I wouldn't get anything for it as well.
That's a big job, yeah.
So yeah, click the link in the bio to help me
No,
buy a
please,
new
please
car.
inquire, please.
I'm skinting right now. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then just very busy. Loads of new applications coming in.
I seen you had like 9 calls in the one day or something. It was just
It
bang,
was like,
bang, bang, bang. No
mate,
break.
it was like 4 back to back, then a half an hour break, and then another 2, then an hour break, and then another like 3 or something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
And then that just set me behind work wise so much. And I was just stressing. Well, I wasn't stressing out. I was just like, what the fuck can I do here? But I was so behind on work for like 3 days.
It's hard that, and like when we go down to
Yeah.
shoot weekends and you can't get back to people just as quick as you usually would, and then Monday hits and you get your check-in to do again, and you've got all the messages there, and you're just like, oh
It
shit.
stacks up.
Wow.
Yeah, such a hard
What
life being an online coach, bro.
what what quote did I send you back?
Uh, don't complain about having a lot on your plate when the goal's
Your
in.
goal was to eat.
I was thinking more along the lines of the sink one, maybe. You either
Imagine.
come in the sink or sink in the cum. You choose. That's a motivational quote for the day. Matt nearly put a physique post up, and the caption was just, "Would you either come in the sink or sink in the cum?" Just leave it at that.
Mhm.
That would have been
No,
cool.
like not would you rather, just you either.
Yeah,
So
you
it
either come
sounds
Yeah,
in
like
the
it's
sink or
force them to make a
you either
decision.
come in the sink or sink in the cum.
sounds like it's a proper saying then, doesn't it?
Mm.
Rather than would you rather, it's just like no, you either.
You, yeah.
Would you rather though? What
I'm
would
not
you?
saying it because I'm in the gym. People walking and getting gym
Yeah.
things.
Ah, who cares? If they listen to the podcast, they'll be fine. Everyone listens to the podcast too.
Right.
Everyone.
What's happening in your week, Josh?
My car's got two, and it has been for a while. Like, I don't bother saying much because a lot of my followers like ask about it. Not that I don't want them to ask about it, but I end up having to chat loads about it and like what's wrong with it and explain a lot. But um, my injectors, a few of them have seized. So on the F types, the earlier ones, the vents on the bonnet are a little bit further up, and it means if any water gets into them, it's like sitting right above some pretty vital parts. And we thought one of my injectors seized. The car started pissing smoke at the back of it, and it smelled horrendous. I thought the car was going to blow up. I had to pull off to the side. Um, we tried to start it up again, wasn't happening, wasn't doing anything. It was still like going a little, but it wasn't actually starting up. So we knew it wasn't like complete engine failure. But it could have been anything from like £100 fix to like 10 grand at that point before I knew, and I was like, ah, fuck, this is pretty stressful. But we got it towed. We got it booked in to a Jaguar specialist. This was August 6th, and then the earliest they had was August 18th. So yesterday, Monday the 18th. It got put in. We took it over on Sunday night. We towed it. That was an interesting experience. So I was sat in the car. There was no power steering. There's no power, no nothing. Having to like slam the brakes to try keep tension on like the tow rope from the car in front of us. Pretty scary to be honest. Munched the curb a little bit with one of my wheels. So I need to get that sorted as well. But yesterday, they didn't even look at it because they were so busy. It's like a massive Jaguar place for Scotland and kind of this area. But today they had a look at it, fixed the two injectors, replaced the oil, and it was still misfiring. So they realised there's another injector gone as well. But hopefully that gets sorted tomorrow, and I'll have it back because I've been driving my Papa Suzuki Swift and
Oh, we love that
um,
Suzuki,
What
man.
was the what was that BMW?
that's my dad's. My dad's M3.
Oh, is it?
So my dad has an older M3, the V8 one. It's a hard top, which is pretty cool. It's like a mad transformer when it pulls down. You don't really suspect it. Went for a drive in that, which was really nice. It was good to have a car with some power because that Suzuki Swift is not quite too fun to drive. I also drove to Edinburgh. I trained with one of my clients, a French client in Edinburgh, so I drove through there, like an hour and 45 there, and then about 2 hours back. An hour, an hour. An hour and 45 back, and because it's such like an old car, the aircon isn't aircon, it's just air. So like there was no cold air coming in. It was 30 degrees, driving the motorway, sweating my tits off. All I had was BBC Radio 1, um, Smooth Radio, and Clyde 1, and I actually think Smooth Radio was the best out of all of them.
Yeah, did we not get smooth on when we were going to IKEA?
Yeah, Smooth is definitely better. And Clyde 1 and Radio 1, it's just, see, when they start talking, it's all so cringy, and then there's just like ads left, right, and centre. The Smooth guy's a bit nicer. But yeah, that was a
This
good
is
session.
incredible content, man.
Yeah, I know. But I thought I'd tell everyone.
No, it's
The
good.
session at Summit was good. Got 10 plates aside on the squat press, which I was buzzing with. I put 9 plates on, like going for 9 plates, and then my client was like, "Oh, 10 plates, that's impressive." I was like, "Should I take it off?" Nah, fuck it, I'll just go for it. Ended up getting a good 5 reps. Hack squat, good. Like the session itself and Summit leg equipment is pretty shit hot. The only thing is they've got a weird adductor, like a plate loaded one where your legs are like fully extended. It doesn't feel nice at all. I'm not a massive fan of it. But yeah, session there was good. Everything else just been training, eating. and going up in body weight. So pretty positive to be honest, and excited to get my car back tomorrow. It's a big thing.
Oh yes.
Not had much luck with cars, have you, mate?
No, I know. I didn't used to as well. No, if you had a car, no, it would have went this week.
I'm living the high life, mate. 26 McGill's bus.
My bike's brilliant.
So
Yeah,
my car, obviously the exhaust fell off again because of Josh's brother putting it on wrong.
incredible mechanics.
Thank you. Um, so yeah, my exhaust fell off again, but that was with Dylan. So that was like a couple of weeks ago. Since then, I basically drove my car for a month, just like scared to drive it properly. So like, I literally didn't go above like 2,000 revs for a month. Like it was very, very, very boring. But it's what I had to do because I was just scared. So then I basically the car battery started like playing up. So when Ed stayed for the week, I think the first day, like we literally got in the car to go to train and it just didn't start. I was like, oh, like, but then obviously we had Ed's car, so I was like, right, mate, let's just take your car. I'll go to Halfords and get some jump leads, or I'll get like a charger, and then I'll charge it. So I got a charger, charged it, but then it was just like it wasn't. So I think whatever it is that like charges the car when it drives, that wasn't working. So
Yeah,
basically, I was having to manually charge the driver, charge the battery because it wasn't working when it was driving it,
yeah,
wasn't charging it. So I was having to manually charge it every time I wasn't driving, and it was still like shitting me up every time I was getting in. I was like, oh, it's not going to start. It's not going to start. So it was a nightmare. So I went to Starbucks and like I was having to charge it outside of Starbucks,
yeah.
like waiting in Starbucks doing work and stuff. It was just a ball ache. And then my laptop charger just died. Like my laptop charger just broke and my car wasn't
Actually,
working.
my laptop charger, so hey.
I don't think it is.
Yes,
You've got
we swapped laptop chargers because I'd left mine in the gym, so I took yours. So I've got
yeah,
your one, and your one looks a bit munched. It looks like there's a wee mouse that's went and just
yeah. So
nibbled.
that was me. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
So basically, I was in Starbucks. Laptop charger's broken. Laptop's died. But car won't work. So
Yeah.
I've obviously messaged the group chat. And I was like, guys, I'm really sorry, but like, I can't really do anything. Like, I can get back to messages on my phone, but I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, well behind. It was stressing me right out. And obviously Ed was staying as well, which is fine. But it just means that I'm like out of routine a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice to have him over. He's absolute sound. He's not in the way at all. But obviously, like, I'm working kind of with Ed on like when he's training and stuff. To be fair, it was sound. But like, even just socializing more. You know what I mean? Like when I'm like
Yeah.
that and wanting to see him post workout stuff. So I was just a bit behind him. But got the battery sorted, got a new one, literally the same day that Matt did. Got the exhaust welded on, so it can't fall off now.
Watch it
Um,
fall off.
if it falls off, I'm literally coming up to Scotland and I'm gonna rub my balls in Ben's mouth. I'm gonna rub them all
Made
over
it
his
all.
face
Yeah, get me in
and
there.
your dad's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love that.
I'm gonna literally make them lick my ball
Nice. And I'll tell them. I'll let them know. And give them some
if it
warning.
falls off again. So it's welded on, and I've literally as soon as I like first got it, I like put my foot down a little bit after like a few minutes of driving it, and it was like rattling again. I was like, "Fucking hell, it's gonna go." But then I just went for it and was like, "Right, it's just worst case it goes," and it seems to be fine. I've like gone for it a little bit. I took Ed out in it, and I went a little bit. I didn't go like all the way, but I went like decent, and it was
Within
all
the
right.
speed limit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
100%.
And then my handbrake hasn't worked for ages, but I just leave my car in first anyway. Um,
Yeah,
and then
that's
they were
terrible. That sometimes, like when I would drive it away, like just to go to the shops quickly, I would literally be driving. I'm like, that handbrake's still up. Fucking put it down. Like, what's the point of that even being there?
yeah. So to get a new handbrake sorted, wanted like the guys were saying about like getting two new cables, two new calipers. It's going to cost me like over £1,000. And I was like, mate, I'll just leave it in first.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm not paying that. I was like, don't worry about that. Just sort the rest. But I didn't pay for that. And like when I get my MOT done, I usually go to my mate who has a garage near home. And like anything that needs doing, he'll sort it for me.
yeah,
And like obviously he won't charge me a stupid amount. So
yeah. Listen, you
but
got a
yeah.
wee wash that wasn't the dodgy ones that end up just fucking your car up. You got the car washed by a big
Yeah,
lump of
so
water.
So big man next door, my mate,
Mm.
he he basically is just going to wash my car every few weeks now, and that it makes it literally like it doesn't get muddy. It's weird, like because of whatever he's put on it, it
It's
just doesn't
ceramic
get
coated, isn't
dirty.
it? Yeah. So it
It
just
doesn't
falls
get
off
dirty,
pretty much.
and then when it rains, it just looks like it just gets clean. The only time it gets dirty is when water sits on it,
Yeah.
and then it looks a bit like, and then water then dries on.
Yeah. No, yeah, that is good. That the ceramic coating.
So yeah,
Be careful
that's
if I have next door.
and then yeah, Ed was here for the week in the lead up to his shows, looking very good. Obsessed with creamies, made me a
The
ninja creamy.
runners,
I had my first ninja creamy experience.
what do you think?
Cold,
Cold as
cold.
ice.
It was cold as ice.
Yeah.
No, it was actually quite nice, but like I can see why people do it in a prep or dieting. I can definitely see the appeal because like obviously what it was 40 grams of whey, 20 grams of dark chocolate, and like it took me a while to eat it. You know what I mean? Like that's my first meal with a banana, and like the reason that's my first meal is because it's efficient while I'm like working. So like it was inefficient, but it was nice, but I wouldn't be like doing it in an off season.
Was it as good as Ben and Jerry's?
No,
Just
Nothing.
Ben and Jerry's instead, then, guys. That's the.
Ben and Jerry's meal one, full stop.
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's
what
yeah.
Matt was
The
doing in his off season.
No, it wasn't meal one. It was
weekly
meal
Ben and
five.
Jerry's.
It was
Meal
meal
five
five.
on a Saturday.
Meal 4 and 5. I combined two meals so I didn't go over my calories.
Nutritional value for that. Aye.
Yep.
No creamies. Are you still into them? Aye.
My creamy broke this week.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
some passion.
the blade bit. So I realized I fucked it though, and I need to buy the new part. So you have to like shake it up, but I just stick like the shaker mixing bit in,
Mm.
give it a rattle, and I must have forgotten to take it out. So I've
Uh,
went and put it on spin, and mate, you'd have thought
just
there
like
was an earthquake. The thing was just the whole kitchen was rumbling, and it was just bouncing all around the place. I didn't know what was going on, and I come out, and this wire's just coiled around, and it looks
yeah.
grotty. I'm like, right, well, it's fucked then. Like the plastic bit was all janky, and I've had to take it off, and I've had to get rid of the blade because the blade's all fucked and it's not clipping in anymore. So I need to buy a new blade. So, like Matt said, apply for coaching for Ninja
Funded
Creamy.
by Ninja Creamy Blade.
Yes, please. Thank
I
you.
That's
feel like
okay.
we've had a lot of inquiries this past week, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying
We've
that to
been
Josh.
rolling.
I was like,
Noah's had three startups. I've had three startups. Matt's had hundreds of inquiries. You had startups?
I've got nothing.
Aye, fucking
I've
shit.
got I've got two that I need to do for this week. I had two last week.
Yep. Yeah, growing. That's what, like, Matt, did you bring on people this week? Have you brought on new clients this week?
I think I had like
Matt's just
four
not
or
even in
five.
it anymore. He's too fucked. He's too
I'm
He's
just
tired.
annoyed,
Too
literally
mate.
many,
he's
too
working. He's
many
messaging
clients.
clients, basically
Mate, that's the thing.
mid podcast.
That's the thing. No, I had like 4 or 5, I think it was. Which was
It's
good.
like 12 across the week that's in you.
this is horny.
Very horny.
Very horny.
All right, let's do some questions.
Let's get into it. Anyone got any good ones?
Let's go in this order. So Josh, myself, Matt, or whatever order you want me.
Um,
Doesn't really matter what order you're in.
so I have got, is it necessary for
To
calories
drink my own urine.
to come in the sink? Is it
Do you know what that
necessary?
do you know what that film's from?
No,
No.
What
no.
was
Dodgeball,
it?
mate. You've not
What was
seen
it?
Dodgeball? Is it
Oh
necessary
no,
to
I
drink
have
my own
watched.
urine?
I've watched a little bit of it, but I don't think I've watched the whole thing. It was on in the
Ah, mate,
background, but it
it's a
was
good
like
film.
too daft to like actually stick to.
It's a good film. You'd like it.
Too stupid.
Mate, if you like grown-ups, you'd like Dodgeball.
Nah, it's not the same.
For the
It's
people
better.
listening, Finn hadn't watched Grown Ups until about a few months ago in his whole entire life. That's
And
what
it's
did.
not great.
I've still not watched it.
It's a
Grown-ups is
brilliant.
just like
It's a
silly
banging movie.
humor. It's just silly humor.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a feel-good movie. You watch it and you're just happy. It makes me want to go to an American lake and just have some fun. It looks incredible.
Some fun.
Just have
No.
some fun, okay? Right, sorry, to get back to the question. Is it necessary not to drink your own urine to differentiate calories on training days and non-training days? I would not say it is necessary. but it can be helpful. I usually give my clients more carbohydrates on the training days to help fuel the training, fill up glycogen stores some more, make sure that we've got good energy going into the session, and then be in a good position to actually uptake all those carbohydrates and those calories after the workout because your body's in a little bit more of a um, rundown state. You know, it can uptake it and assimilate it well. So I usually say more carbohydrates on the training days, and then I pull down the fats a little bit as well because fats have double the calories compared to your fats. Sorry, your carbs and your protein. So I pull them down a little bit on the training days to give more room for the carbohydrates, and then bring the fats up a little bit on the rest days to kind of make up for the lesser fats on the training days. Does that make sense? Does everyone agree?
Like a teaching a lesson. Yeah, it all makes
Yeah.
sense. Next
Great.
one.
Next
Um,
question.
yeah, it's definitely not necessary. Like I have some clients who they'll just eat the same training day and rest day because they've got like a really demanding job, let's say, and maybe some of their training days they don't work and their rest days are at work and stuff. So like, just depends on the situation. But yeah, like most of my clients will have between maybe 200 and 800 calories more on a training day, depending on how big they are, how strong they are, how hard they train. Like usually it'll be more when they are bigger, stronger, train harder, be a bigger discrepancy.
Mine
And
are the exact same.
that discrepancy is primarily carbs. But yeah, Josh doesn't train very hard. So he's got the
No.
exact same food train day and rest day.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a pussy. I actually do find it quite easy to eat very similar foods. Like, I don't find on a rest day that my hunger is like completely different to a training day. Some people like when they train, they get significantly hungrier. If anything, I'm probably the opposite. Like after sessions, the last thing I want to do is eat. Like my appetite is pretty damn low at the moment. So on a rest day, I don't mind just eating the exact same foods. I know exactly what I'm eating. I think the only difference is I've not got a squares bar in one of my meals, and I don't have my select carbs. So there's like a 50 carb difference. Simple. But I like just keeping it the same. But again, everyone's different. It depends on the demands. Depends what phase you're in as well. But I usually do like to keep carbohydrates higher on training days, especially if you're prepping, like pulling food down by a good chunk more on rest days because you don't need it as much, and it helps prioritize training performance as you get leaner as a whole. So, yeah, all good.
Cool. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, yeah.
One thing that you think separates you from others. What are you laughing at, that?
Ooh.
I'm just trying to think.
Mhm. What are you thinking?
I don't know, just stupid shit comes into my head for an answer.
Um, I've not got a quick answer, so I can't go.
I've not got any answer, so not a quick one or a long one.
Nobody's got like shoulder long ginger hair that
Yeah.
competes in men's physique bodybuilding.
Nobody looks like a lesbian like me, mate.
No one's quite lesbian like me. Nobody's got it
What
like
did
that.
I what did I miss?
We're saying Noah looks like a lesbian.
That's what differentiates us
Yeah.
versus other people. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
look like
anyone
a
wants
beautiful
to,
woman.
if you want to look like a lesbian,
Do
sign
you
up.
want me? Do you want me to answer this one then?
Yeah, his hair's even worse. He's got
Mine.
nobody's got gay flicks like me.
That's what differentiates us. Is just we've all got
Different
different
hairstyle.
haircuts. No,
That's
I would say the main thing is that there's four of us. I think that's cool. I think that helps, especially on like when it comes to show days, when it comes to like meetup days, it's like a bigger team. So that's cool. Rather than just having like one coach, you've almost got like a bit of a team of people behind you.
Matt
I
is
also,
with
yeah,
posing
exactly.
for the shows. That's a big part. Not done, Matt.
Hold on, mate. I also think like the biggest thing is like in my opinion is we're all very, very normal. Like and that I don't mean that in a way of like boring. I mean that is like we're all ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we're literally talking on the podcast like we're just four mates having a chat. We're not trying to be like super salesy and like we're not doing this podcast just to try and get clients. Like we're doing this podcast because we like having a catch up. Like that's the main reason. It's us four want to have a chat and have a catch up, and it's like well, we might as well make this into content. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like and help people and also for people to get to know our personalities a little bit more. I feel like all our clients, or at least the vast majority of them, like working with us because we're just normal, down to earth people. We're not going to bullshit you. We're not going to sell you a dream. We're not going to fucking lick your ass and tell you the best bodybuilder in the world. We're not going to go on your check-ins and go, "Yes, bro, how's it going?" And fucking then as soon as the check-in's done, be like, "Fucking hell, this is hard work." We're just ourselves. Like that's what I want us all to be. That's what I would want in a coach. Like I would want to be coached by us as a team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what I aim for like the brand is for like us four to want to be coached as part of this team. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like, oh, like, they're cool, they get good results. Like I actually enjoy their content and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
enjoy
mainly just
interacting with them,
because,
like actually being able to text them and not feel like you're a burden or not to be able to have a giggle. I'm not saying, we're just here to have a giggle with people. Like there is the balance of right when you need to put the foot down, we put the foot down and make sure people are actually held accountable. As you say, we're not pure yes men coaches, like just trying to keep people happy. It's the last thing, that we're trying to do is just like sell everyone dreams and say, oh, you can do this, do that. Like being realistic with people even when people are inquiring, it's not like try to get them onto a sales call instantly and say they can do this and that. Like, telling people if they've got goals within bodybuilding that they're going to need to wait a little bit longer if they've not got the muscle. Like, kind of telling people and talking to people about the hard stuff, and making sure that they actually get the most from their bodybuilding journey or even just like their, health and fitness journey and not just trying to get them the quickest results straight away. 12-week diet straight away, you just get peeled and they don't know what to do from there, not selling like a short diet and plan. I think actually building long-term relationships with clients, it's you can see from literally this. Like we're all your client. We all work with you and it's turned into this. Like not saying again if everyone signs up with us, they're going to be in a podcast with us, but like
just
we've all
keep bringing people on board. We've
yeah.
got 40 coaches at Natural Physique Coaching.
But like again, like you actually just get on well with your clients, but can still be that coach kind of
Yeah, obviously you
role
have
as well.
some clients that you click with more than others, of
Yeah.
course. Like that's just normal human interaction. But like I also just think like what I love most about us and this job and our team, and like think about how well we get on with people on like show days and stuff like that. It's just like we're literally just with other people that share the same passion and goals as us, and it's just helping them be the best that they can be. But like it's not a dictatorship, you know what I mean? I'm not like fucking do this, do that. It's like actually almost like you're just coaching your friend to do the best that they can. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how like I want it to be and how I feel like it can be like without it. It shouldn't ever feel as though like it's coach versus client always telling them what the fuck they have to do. You know what I mean? It's more like, no, I want to actually feel like I'm
Yeah.
building that relationship with the client
It's
because
like
it
a
makes it so much
collaboration
more,
between two
yeah,
people,
yeah,
isn't it? It's not
so
like
much more enjoyable as well. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy coaching more, so much more when you get on well with the client and you can bond over other things than just telling them what to do. You know what I mean?
yeah, because we do it all day. Like we just speak to clients all day, and if it's just the exact same stuff over and over and over again, like being able to actually have some fun with it, and as you say, chat about different stuff and this and that is nice.
Yeah, I think things as well like the meetup days, being able to have the gym to like get people to come and see me in person, like that definitely differentiates me from other coaches. Like being able to obviously you can do in-person check-ins anywhere. Being able to get people to come to my gym, train for free, and see them in person, like that's sick.
It
And
is.
then also like having all of us on show days and having like a videographer and stuff like that. Like I do think that again, if it was me on the outside, I'd be like, fuck, I want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that's it. Like looking at like the PCA or the BMBF, I'd be like, sick photos. Like it's cool. Like in my opinion, anyway. Some people might be like, mate, you're not cool, and I would understand with these headphones on, especially and this haircut.
We a sick kid.
Uh,
Just
mate,
sit
these are
and watch
so
YouTube
good.
content instead of
Like
talking the podcast.
noise cancelling. They're so good.
I need a pair of them for that PCA Ireland show.
Yeah.
Why?
If I'm sharing a room with you two.
Oh,
Why? Because we're going to be getting at it.
yeah.
No, because you're gonna be snoring.
Back shots.
Did I say in the podcast about you slapping my leg when Dylan and his missus were staying? Or no, you were slapping your own leg.
Yeah.
And I get in it like
Did you mention that?
I don't know. I might have said it, but I got in. No, it was you that got in quite late, I think, because you were away at like concert or something. Was it that? Um, and
Yeah.
Dylan,
And you were still working, weren't you?
yeah, Dylan and Sophie.
Hmm?
They were directly under us, and I was at they're definitely going to think we're gay. And Finn was at oh they will with this, and just starts repeatedly slapping his leg like that, and just doesn't stop for like 20 seconds. Fuck off. But yeah, Finn and I sleep together. That's the moral of the story.
Not anymore, mate. Not when.
I'll always be the number one.
What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? You're just gonna be in the middle.
No, I'll just take your side. You can cuddle into you can spoon Meg and then I'll spoon you.
All right, so,
How about that? Is that fine?
yeah, that's fine by me. As long as you're in there somewhere. Okay.
That's cool. Fine by me. Get all the boys in.
What do me and Noah do?
You
Oh,
can
you're involved
plan
in
it
it as well. Then.
downstairs,
You're just like
Yeah.
cuckolds. You're
In the
sat
corner.
watching. You're sat watching it all. Like, oh no,
Yeah, in the corner.
Nice. Nice.
let me get involved.
We've got the wee spare room downstairs anyway, so
Yeah, true.
we can have some fun in there. Sorry,
Right.
continue the questions. Enough. Yeah, enough of me chat. That'll do for this podcast. Matt, you're the
Oh,
next up.
yeah, Matt.
Um, only eat toasties or walk around in stage condition for the rest of your life.
Who's asked that?
That was
Jay.
Shay's. That was Shay's.
Why? I've not had a toasty for years.
Mate, I'd eat toasties.
Toasties
It
are great.
Toasties
depends
for the
on
rest of my
toasty.
life.
It depends
100%.
on the toast.
What are you having in your toasty?
Why is the word toasty so
Um,
funny?
Ham. Oh, no.
Yeah, mate.
Cheese, chicken, and bacon.
That's a
Oh,
good shout.
that's solid. That is.
I've
Not
never
bad,
had
yeah.
a toasty that's not just a cheese toasty.
Oh, cheese and
Ham
ham
and cheese.
toasties are
Such a
fucking
child.
great.
Yeah,
Ham and
cheese
cheese back in the
toasty.
day, yeah.
Ham and
see, like
cheese.
the actual toasty machine, like we used to
Yeah.
have one, and it'd come out and there's like the wee line down the middle,
Yeah.
and you pull it apart, and it's like so
Oh.
stringy.
Stringy.
That's a good toasty. But see the ones where it's like the cheese in it that's like just pure solid shit. It's you
Well,
would
it
get
needs to be
maybe like
melted.
you'd get it from
Yeah.
like a hotel when you're on holiday or something like that, like a shit one. The bread's quite soggy, but see if it's like a good toasty for your childhood, but it's been made in the toasty machine. Mm. It's like
Yeah,
a
I would
circuit of
rather
just oh,
I would rather eat toasties to be fair. Just because imagine being like in stage condition all your life, like how shit you'd feel. It's not
Imagine how
worth it.
shit you'd look like in like normal clothes and stuff.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I'd
I'd
Naturally,
take it
rather
stage. I would take it
and I feel
stage.
like the toasty, you could have sourdough bread, yeah, and incredible. You could have just chicken. Like
Mm.
I don't really like cheese, but I feel like you can't just have chicken on its own, chicken and bread. Not a
Yeah.
great toasty, that is it.
Chicken cheese toasted. You like a Subway?
Oh, you can have barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends how far we're stretching the toasty thing,
you're
realistically.
not. You saying Subway's a toasty?
He didn't specify. No, it's just when
No,
he
but they
said
do say
chicken.
cheese and
No,
toasted at
I'm
Subway.
taking a toasty as like
The
Yeah,
bread.
it's not
I
mad, but it's
know.
just when he said
Who-
chicken and cheese, I just thought of chicken and cheese toasted because I always get chicken and cheese toasted. Get my barbecue sauce, my lettuce.
I
Italian
fucking love
BMT.
Subway.
Italian BMT is the fucking goat.
Yeah.
Subway is good to be fair. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think if someone doesn't like Subway, they're stupid. They're choosing what's on the
It's a
Subway.
reflection on them, not Subway.
Yeah, you're choosing what's on your stupid sandwich.
You know what's great? Subway cookies. Subway cookies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mate,
Unless you eat two of them after the Five Guys and just spew them up in a random alley in Manchester.
aye, that's
So,
mental. Who done that?
Mate, this
I
is
got
banging.
I got Subway. When I got back from Dubai, I landed like dead early. I'd slept on a flight, and I'd obviously not been able to like prep food and take it with me. We were out of the hotel and stuff. So I had I had whey and dark chocolate. So I had my normal first meal. Then my second meal, I was like, I'll go to services, and Subway was there. I was like, go on then. So I got Subway, and I got it as a meal, and I got a cookie. Cookie was naff, and I love Subway cookies. Yeah, and it was naff, mate.
They might have took a step down.
What cookie was it though?
The double chop.
Oh, well, there you go. It's the rainbow cookie you need. The rainbow cookie.
Yeah.
It's not
Rainbow.
me,
I
though,
like
mate.
just the standard milk chocolate ones.
You're so
That's
fucking,
You're boring. You're so boring.
fucking hell,
Fucking
man.
This one.
Just get off this
You're
podcast.
such a dull bastard.
Let's have the other three of us. Kick him off.
I'd done that last time pretty much. I just ended it.
Yeah, you did.
Fucking lot of
Right. Noah, have you got a question?
Yes. Hold on, where is it?
Oh, I'm
Favorite football of all time in brackets has to be the Jabulani.
Nah.
For me,
I'm out of
I
this,
like
yeah.
the old yellow, was it F50s in the Prem, like old, hold on.
yellow and purple one.
I was thinking of the T90 one, the yellow and purple T90.
Yes.
I remember the yellow and purple one.
That was good.
The only
I-
that comes to
This
mind
one.
is the World Cup one.
Can I share screen?
Risky.
Yeah, it's risky,
Yeah, I
mate.
wouldn't get
Oh
up
well,
to
Well,
your
it'll be
phone
for,
and show it on
it'll be
screen.
for 2 fucking seconds.
yeah,
It's
and
not
then
like they
just
need
come
to
off
see
it.
us and a football.
Nah, but what if we're just missing for the rest of it now?
Oh,
Mm.
shut up, Josh. That one.
Yeah, so that red one
That's
that's
the
next to it,
T90.
the red one next to it, that's the one I used to have. Like my mate had that, and he had like the actual one. It cost him like 90 quid, or he got it for Christmas or whatever. And it was like the real ball. So that's my one because it was sick. It felt like really
Mm.
felt like so expensive.
How about favourite football boot?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, that's a tough one. I've got
I
a
had Nike Tiempos, black and white. They were like in terms of what I played in, probably
mm,
Nike Tiempos, black and white. They were sick.
Copa Mundials. No nonsense,
classy.
fucking
Yeah.
keeper.
Mm.
Studs in your shin. I like the ones that I wore all the time though as well was the first ever Superflies, the Mercurial Superflies
Hey,
from the World Cup.
is it?
No, no, stop
That
being
was that
funny.
was my coolest shoe. 446 quid.
Yeah.
The sock
Um,
boot, that was when it first came out, so I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is a sock boot?
yeah.
Sick.
I got pulled into that fucking first Superfly, but
See,
this
I'm
is
a bit different though because I had rugby. I had to wear rugby boots.
these are the ones I had. These exact ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, mate, I remember them.
They're
Like the
horrendous.
Brazil World Cup, they were
Yes,
releasing
these were the
like them,
World
the
Cup
hyper.
ones.
That was the debut of the hyper venoms. It was fucking
Oh, the
sick.
fucking
You guys will all be younger. It's like yours are like newer than mine. No, I type in Nike Tiempo, black and white,
okay.
and I also had some Nike CTRs. They were good.
Do you remember the ones that were like, what were they called that had like the passing grid on one side, the striped ridges on like the
Yeah,
outside?
CTRs. Yeah,
Is that what they are?
I think so.
Oh, I had a pair of these as well. Yeah,
So
the
that
Tiempos.
that's them there. Those are my favourite. But I didn't play football much.
yeah, so you know the half and half one, the
Yeah,
half
I
and
had
Yeah,
a
half.
pair of these.
Yeah, the half and half one in the middle. That's what I had.
I
That's
was thinking, the black and red ones that Fabregas used to wear.
Yeah,
yeah,
Studs
I
look
was thinking
fucking
of those.
terrifying.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking God, those ones. Oh my God.
I had like blue ones.
Oh my God, I had these, and I wore them on the concrete, and I grounded the studs down, and I had to play in a grass pitch, and I brought out these boots, and I fell on my arse, and my dad had to drive home, and he was just screaming at me in the drive home. He's like, "Don't be so fucking stupid wearing your studs on the ground," and that was it the whole drive home. Those bumblebee boots, I called them.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I had Nike IDs like orange and white mercurials that said like F. Kelly 17.
Number
That's so
seven.
cool. So
These were my favorites. They were rugby boots, but they're fucking sick. They're
yeah,
predators.
Why do you need boots when you just use your hands?
The forest hands.
What? I just do fucking handstands across the pitch.
No, you just run with your feet. You don't need boots on. Just wear nothing and then just use your hands.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
just
kicking
pure
anything.
mud. I'm walking in pure mud. I need something with grip.
that's not going to save you then.
I was kicking though, so I needed some fancy boots, and they've got that wee thing there. You know the grip kind of thing on the inside,
Yeah.
kicking. So they were sick.
All right, Josh, go on.
Shit, we're back to me. Sorry, I was not prepared. We covered this in the last one. He's called it pooped. Somebody who got pooped in the PCA, and how do you think? What's next for the guy that pooped in PCA, and how many do you think get off with cheating? How many people do you think get off with cheating on a show basis, natty show basis?
I don't think many. Like, I think it's less prominent than you would realize. Like, I think once you hear about one, everyone goes, "Oh, everyone's doing it,"
What?
and like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. Like, maybe I am naive, but like,
Yeah, but we don't
I
see
would
the
be
pure like
surprised.
daft people. Like there will be people that don't place.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
they
do.
just don't
That
know.
like
Yeah, yeah.
that cut water 3 days before and this and that. Like all those people that just have no clue what the fuck they're doing. But if someone's got a good reputable coach, I don't see many people like going behind their back and doing anything realistically.
I think if people do, it's either completely accidental or they're trying to get away with it, but they don't. They're not. that competitive anyway, so they don't even get drug tested because they don't place or they don't win, so they
Yeah.
don't get drug tested anyway. You know what I mean? Like if you look at like again, maybe I'm being naive, but if you look at like the winners from this year in like all the natural shows and people who are winning classes and winning overalls, I'm not looking at any of them going, nah, he's a fake nine. Like none of them. You know what I mean? They all just look good, but they're not like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there will be people out there, obviously, but within the UK bodybuilding scene, I don't think there's a huge amount. Did I tell you this? Because I went into pit stop, recorded the reel about WMBF being with pit stop again, and Martin showed me that the test
Mhm.
was
Yeah,
from like the show
definitely.
before. Mental.
Yeah. The date was wrong, and then it was from Naturals One
It
and
was from
stuff. Yeah.
Naturals one. Yeah. I wonder what will come out with it, but we'll see. Someone also asked if we were to all compete in the same category, who's winning?
But
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at his wee smirk.
No, because of my
As
back.
soon as he heard it, he just went,
Josh, no, 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 no. Josh beats me.
he
Josh
doesn't.
I beat you, mate. How?
Not at the minute. He maybe does when Josh
condition
was healed.
because
Yeah.
there's no way I can get peeled without losing my back.
So there is.
Mm,
Not with that attitude. Get that out your head.
yeah. You're doing a no.
Why don't we just have a combination of us all? Then we would be undeniable.
Yeah.
Finn
No.
versus Noah men's physique. Who wins?
Oh, Finn.
Who wins out of all of us in men's physique?
I think me.
Yeah.
I
You've
think me.
only one. You're the only
Yeah,
one who's won a men's physique show.
Exactly. I think me
Fair.
Lee probably does win men's physique.
Yeah.
I've probably got the best like men's physique body parts. It's just I
yeah.
don't have a tiny waist, but if I can pose to hide that, I'm not that bad.
Mm. I've gotten
But it's
nailed.
just so much of it is
None.
posing. Anyway, so much of it is just posing based, though, isn't it? Like, I feel like even like Noah, like you're not like perfect for men's physique, but you pose well and you can make yourself look more men's physique. You know what I mean? Likewise, in future, if you go into classic, let's say you could make yourself more classic and so on and so forth when you pose.
Yeah.
But you still genetically people. I'll have people sign up or inquire, and I'm like, mate, you literally are just perfect for men's physique. Or mate, you look really classic. You know what I mean? Like you've definitely got that. Like people have got that within just their structure and stuff. But I still think you can mold yourself to try and favour a class, especially for most people. A lot of people aren't genetically perfect for one class. Get the odd one. It's like, yeah, you definitely see that.
Yeah. So
So if we all did men's physique,
Finn's winning men's physique.
I'm
Matt's
gonna back
winning
myself.
classic. Bodybuilding, most likely still Matt. What's the weird one that
Men's athletic, no one's
yeah,
winning
what's the
that.
weird one that BMBF do? Go on,
Men's
Noah,
athletic.
go on.
I
Whoever
told him to do it today, didn't I?
they
Message you
said,
back.
yeah, they said hit a hands or hit a most muscular of sorts to show your condition. Everyone just went like, "What?" Vicky literally said that in the mic. Hit a most muscular of sorts, trying to show off your
Of
condition.
sorts.
What does that even
That's
mean?
meant that. Cheers. How hard
Right.
is it just to put in men's physique for them, realistically?
Mate, the thing is, just don't do men's physique, that's fine. But don't then do a category that's just shy, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, fair enough if they think it's good, but I don't think many people think it's good. Just don't do it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like they get like two people in it each time, or not even that. Like
They had two people at
I
the weekend, and then they said to one of them, "You should move to bodybuilding."
yeah, they did.
Imagine that
Oh,
being the overall winner of men's athletic, but being the only person in the whole show
Yeah.
just done men's athletic. Win's a win.
Right. Come on, let's get through these questions. I've got quite a few. Um, what's the most overrated peaking method you see coaches use?
Harsh fat loading, yeah.
Fat
Like,
loading, I think.
really harsh fat loading where you literally just get like no carbs, 120 fat for multiple days.
Are people doing that now though? Like that was, I feel like it was popular like a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, Finn, you made me do that.
Yeah, man, I apologize.
No, sorry. You're the reason I came fifth, mate.
I
You
think
would
there's
have won.
Should have won. Should have
I
won.
think there's a time and a place for it. If again, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't say that it's worth the cost in terms of like the flatness that can come from it. The only time I'd say that it's maybe worth it, and I wouldn't even call it a fat load, I would just call it a low carb day. And a higher fat day would just be when you're like drying out. Like I wouldn't even call that a fat load day. So yeah,
Yeah.
fat loading I would probably say is the most overrated, but I don't even think it's overrated really now. I don't think people are really using it. I'd maybe say a linear load. You know? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think everybody is like that's the only way to peak, and it's like it isn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's loads of ways to peak. Like I feel like everybody now is like, no, you need 2 weeks to peak. Like, yeah, if you can get away with it and you're ready early and stuff,
If you're
or
inside out builds, yeah.
yeah, and it's favorable. But also, like some people's physiques will just benefit more from like a rapid backload. Like if you've got a bodybuilder who's like bubbly and like realistically, let's say they can get away with a lot of food. You know what I mean? You've ran refeeds and they look fucking sick off 2 high days, they look incredible. But you give them a linear load and they just look a bit watery over like 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah.
I've seen it loads of times. Like I linear load someone and they look mint in the first like 3, 4 days, and then they look worse as it goes on. And it's like it's just because they've spent more time being in a surplus, and they're not even necessarily like super spilled. It's just a film of water that comes with eating more carbs over more days.
Yeah.
And also, it's that super compensation effect that you get when you've got a client that's fucked, which most of us are at the end of a prep. It's normal, and you then give them like, let's say, a few days off of cardio and steps, and you give them 2 high days. They look incredible. But if
Yeah.
you give them 10 days of no steps and 5, 6, 7, 8 days of feeding up, like often, like they look better in the first 2 or 3 because their body's like, fuck, what's this? Boom. You know what I mean? So
And
yeah, I
it's not
think
had time to like actually hold on to water and stuff because it's not been exposed to it for too long. Yeah.
it's like it's a timing thing. I feel like a linear load can work really well for a lot of people, and especially if you're fucked, and it's like you need like 2 weeks to freshen up. You know what I mean? You need
A
like a
lot of
week of
people,
no expenditure and then food.
yeah,
But
I was
I
gonna say
think
a
if
lot
you're
of
not
people
that
lose water
fucked,
quite easily as well. So like doing a linear load just makes no sense. Like just slowly getting softer and waterier throughout the week. Like, know when to actually pull back, when to push and time it right. But as you say, like it ends up just making you look a little bit softer towards the back end, but you're like, oh well, that's how to peak, so it must have been
yeah,
correct.
keep doing it.
Or if
Yeah,
you win and your peak was off, you're like, oh well, the peak was perfect because I won.
because I've won anyway.
Yeah, but actually using, I think being pretty data driven is good. Like I'm actually really liking, scale weight multiple times throughout the day, figuring out what body weight is going to be the next morning, like kind of roughly knowing what it's going to be post workout, finding a scale weight that looks really, really good and kind of working off of that and working around that. It's what I've been doing with Brandon, and we're really, really happy with it. It just means we know exactly what we're doing on a daily basis pretty much and how his body's going to react because they know rough, kind of fluctuations within his scale weight and how that's going up throughout the day versus how it's coming down when we run higher days, when we run lower days. All these different things is pretty good. So I'm enjoying that, and I feel just more confident, and we both feel more confident in our decision making based off of a lot of body weight data as well. So yeah, pairing that with that, and not just like I feel like in-person check-ins can be overrated because you're used to seeing the photos and you can just analyze perfectly off the photos, but then you see them in person and it's like you're not used to what you're seeing. But if you were to actually take the photos, it would look pretty similar, but because it's in person, it's completely different. And you think, oh fuck, I need to do this, I need to do that. It can obviously be really, really beneficial and really helpful. It could be either end, but I think like just looking at someone in person and trying to make like massive decisions based off of that and not having the data behind it. People can just go crazy if they see someone slightly flat. There's loads and loads and loads more foods. Instead, just kind of, knowing what you're doing, being confident and backing stuff by data, I find is working really well for me just now.
I think all of that is very true, but it also depends on the athlete being a good athlete
Mm.
because all of that is impossible if the athlete is not adhering or constantly chopping and changing, or one day they've had 12 liters of water because they were hungry. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And the next day they had six because it was cold outside and they didn't move. And it's like these things are going to massively skew body weight. Obviously, weighing times, meal times, training time, and like yeah, of course, like people have different work schedules and things like that. But communicating that is very important. And like actually then being for us as coaches, we need to understand why has scale jumped up like 3 pounds. You know what I mean? It's like, oh well, I ate really late and I woke up early. Like, okay, right, well you need to give me that information.
Yeah,
Otherwise I'm
please
just
tell
thinking
me
you're
that
eating
instead
off
of just
plan.
sending me photos and
Yeah,
saying nothing. Like actually
yeah,
communicate with your coach. Like
yeah.
let me know if there's been anything different. Or when I took these photos, I actually had like another 2 liters of water than I usually would, or whatever it may be. Something's been off, whether it be routine, as you say. Like actually communicating with your coach and sending over lots of photos and making sure that you communicate well with them, but not. again, it's finding that balance, isn't it? Not overdoing it, like, oh mate, I feel like extra fatigued today, but realistically they're just a little bit more tired. They've been relaxing a little bit more, so they're out of routine. So like they don't feel as if they've got that pep in the step as much because of like what did I do today? It's hard to obviously find that middle ground, but kind of communicating that with your client and learning them and their psychology throughout the prep and how they actually speak to you, I think is really big as well.
So that question was from Ed. He also asked, why is the majority of the bodybuilding industry so bitchy and insecure?
I couldn't tell you, but I agree.
Really naturals though. For some reason, I don't think it's naturals. I think it's enhanced bodybuilders.
Yeah.
A lot of
I think there's less of it within natural bodybuilding.
yeah.
Maybe, and again, this is what I've like spoke about to people before. Is like, and let me know what your guys like thoughts are on this. Like, when you first got into training, was your goal to be the biggest guy in the gym or the biggest guy you've ever seen? You know what I mean? Like, mine wasn't. My goal was just to look better and like be a bit bigger. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't to be like, oh, I need to be the fucking biggest. If I'm not the biggest guy in the gym, I'll feel insecure. Like, I couldn't give a fuck, mate. Like, I want to look good and feel good and be bigger than I was. But I've never thought in my head, I want to be the biggest guy in the gym. I don't care who the fuck's in the gym. I just train. You know what I mean? But then, like, when I've spoken to other enhanced bodybuilders, especially, like, their goal is to be the biggest guy in the gym. Like, that's what they actually want. You know what I mean? And like, they want to be the biggest guy on stage and stuff. And like, I get that as a bodybuilder, but like, for me, that was never the driving force getting into bodybuilding. You know what I mean? It was never like, I just want to be the biggest guy. So like, I think that's what maybe drives some insecurities is that like that was their goal, and then you realize that still there's a lot of other people that do it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like just because you bodybuild and you want to be the biggest guy, like there's also people who are just genetically very good. There's people who have done it longer than you. There's people who take more gear than you, whatever it may be. It
I think
was your goal to be the biggest guy, Matt.
Uh, to a certain degree. More so just the biggest that I could
in
do.
like a leisure center though.
Yeah, yeah, it was a leisure
Then
center.
that kind of makes sense. That's just like the best fucking like the best physique or the most aesthetic or this and that just to mog the shit out of everyone. But
Yeah, it was like I want to be the biggest person here, but then I was like, I kind of just want to build the best physique for me.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think the a lot of it comes from just trying to get clicks as well, like trying to be controversial just to stay relevant or to get some clicks or to get people talking about you to feel like you're seen. Because a lot of people like everyone's very similar, like bodybuilding wise, like we all do the same shit. And people feel like they need to say stuff or do stuff or make harsh statements to actually get themselves a little bit more relevant and to do that stuff. Like, just be happy with what you're doing, post good content that helps people, and stay out of fucking drama. Like, there's no need for it, in my opinion. Like, there's no situation where creating drama and being a cunt to someone is benefiting your life. Realistically, like you're a full grown man, woman, whatever you may be, and you're sat arguing with people in comment sections and that. You have a job, go fucking do it. And go spend some time outside. Why are you getting raging over shit in comment sections?
Who's this about, mate? Are you all right?
this
Um,
seems targeted. This seems like it's easy. Yeah.
but no, like it makes me think
Oh
of
yeah.
like the PCA comments like on that guy. Like there was so many people. There's like 10 people that I can think of. It's not, someone, but there's people that were literally just like slating him, going
But there
mental.
is someone that you think about.
But that's like there was so many people going crazy over that, and like, what's
Yeah.
going wrong in your life that you're going nuts over this?
That's so this is what I relate this to, right? Road rage. Like, if somebody cuts me up, I couldn't give a fuck. As long as I'm okay and they're okay and nobody gets hurt, it was an honest mistake. If it wasn't a mistake and they were being a cunt, doesn't really matter, does it? It might put me 30 seconds behind in my day or 5 seconds behind or whatever. Like, and you guys might be like this, I don't know. But like, people get so angry
Yeah,
in the car about even just traffic. You know what I mean? It's like, mate, you're literally in standstill traffic and you're sat there like, what do you
how's
think
that gonna
people? Do you
help?
think
Yeah.
people are trying to like stop? Like, or like, I had it the other day. So I was at a traffic lights, but I was like the fourth or fifth car back, right? And then it turned green, but there was a house here, yeah. So like the first three, four cars went, and then this person was coming out of their house, so I let them go, yeah, because I'm a nice person to this person, yeah.
Mm.
But then because I've let this person go, and then I've gone through the lights have changed as I've gone through. So the person behind me is then like this at me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you want me to do? Be a twat to the guy who's getting out of his house, or be a twat to you? Like I can't win. If
Yeah.
I go when that guy's there, he's gonna think I'm a dickhead. If I let him go, you're gonna think I'm a dickhead. But like I'm not a dickhead. I'm just literally making a decision. And either way, the one person's probably going to be unhappy. But like the guy, if let's say if the guy who was going out of the house wasn't a cunt, he'd have probably been like, yeah, sound. But because the guy behind me was, it's ruined his day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what the fuck? So this is what I mean. Like people who get road rage, they're also the same people who are commenting in fucking comment sections and shit because they're just not happy in their own life and they've not got anything better to do.
That's fair. I think people who cheat on their diet cheat on their missus. Good point though. If you if you say you're gonna do something and you're dieting and you've got the best looking meal ever in front of you and someone's tempting you with it, that no, I'm not fucking eating that because I'm sticking to my goals and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. It's the same as if you're a little bit, you're really hungry and you're in that situation. What if you're a little bit drunk? Your hormones are firing. Somebody puts fucking who's the hottest celebrity you know? Who you saying?
Anna
Anyone?
de Armas.
Who?
Anna de Armas.
I don't know who that is. If you
Oh,
put a day Arnis in
the
front,
Who is
arm.
that?
are you pumping her or are you not? It's the same as are
Are
you
you
cheating on
are
the
you pumping
diet
her?
or are you cheating your missus?
Are you hanging out the back of it?
Hanging out the back.
The
If you
back.
get a pooey finger,
Is your booby out?
uh, if you've not listened from the last episode, if you've watched, and you've not listened to Billy Lou's poo finger, get your finger out and go listen to
You
it.
don't recognize her?
Oh, she's from Blade Runner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's the what's the quote?
Not sure,
It's
mate.
always on TikTok.
Not
No,
sure.
no, I'm not
Not
sure.
seen
That
it.
last photo, like, I wasn't like, oh yeah.
Nah, I know who it is.
Watch War Dogs, and then that'll change your mind.
Yeah. Um, how did we get
Right.
onto this? What question did we even ask?
That was
You were
about
talking
the
about cheating your
bodybuilding
missus
industry.
whenever we're talking about
Yeah.
fun gear, gaining.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I've got six more questions.
I've
Go
got
quick
two.
fire.
I've got none. I'm not repeating. I've got a shag, marry, kill, which is pish. So
Yeah.
you guys can go.
Oh, fun.
Do you want me to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We'll do like quick fire. Yeah.
Mhm.
Advice for starting out in the coaching industry from absolute scratch.
Just start.
Now, yeah, just start. But to be fair, I feel like I was out of us four who started from complete scratch. Like maybe Josh. Because
Yeah.
obviously Noah, like you came on board with me, you know what I mean? So it was like you had help in terms of clients at the
Yeah.
start, you know what I mean? Josh, you didn't, did you? You just obviously
No, I remember my first post. It was like, "Hi, my name is Josh. I am a 17-year-old online coach from Paisley, Scotland." Something like that. So I posted my first. I had my standard Instagram, then I made my Josh C Fit Instagram.
Mm.
And just posted about my training, posted about how to improve your training, posted about my progress, posted about me helping my friends, who obviously didn't say these are just my pals and I'm helping them at the time. I was like clients, boom, 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 showed good feedback from them, showed good transformations from them. Made sure it was pals that weren't gonna fuck me about either. If I'm giving somebody free coaching,
Yeah.
to do it. Like if you just hand out free coaching left, right, and centre to people that aren't actually committed or don't want to see you do well, they will rip the piss out of you and they won't really stick to anything. Make sure somebody has some form of attachment to that. A lot of people do literally just need money for accountability in that sense. So I say to people like if you're going to start coaching, charge at least 40 quid a month. I know it seems very, very small, but that's tenner a week, and it means if somebody's not doing something, they're like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my money.
Yeah.
So make sure there is a little bit of financial back into it. I always say that. And again, that's not you being a prick. Like, yes, it'll be some of your first clients, but you put in a lot of effort to them. And if you're someone who wants to do well within coaching, you will go above and beyond for them. You make sure that all the training clips are got back to as soon as possible. You provide them good quality within your check-ins. And that's one of the main things. Like, literally just provide a really fucking good quality of service to your clients. And before you know it, your name gets out there more and more. They're talking to people about you in the gym. They're asking, how have you made so much progress? Or, they post their progress on their story. People are asking, oh, how have you done that? They've maybe tagged you in it. it builds up more and more, but you just need to keep yourself relevant as well. So just post hundreds of fucking hate comments and just like loads of drama. That's what you need to do.
Just
You know,
cold DM, cold DM, cold DM,
yeah,
cold
yes,
DM.
bro. How's your training going at the moment? Just checking how's your training going. No, so literally just post about yourself, post about your clients, post about your training. I always say stories are kind of more like show your personality. Grid posts are a little bit more businessy. It doesn't mean that your grid posts need to have like a CTA in them or everything, anything like that. Like, don't worry about all that shit. Post about, some educational stuff, but on your stories each day, have a few things that just shows you for you. Nobody wants to get a coach if they don't know what they're like. You don't know their personality. And again, that's what we were talking about. The people that sign up with us know who we are because of this, because of how we actually like post ourselves on our Instagrams. But put some stuff up like showing you, do talking stories where you reply to questions, show your meals, show your daily, routine, show you doing daft shit, be funny and have a bit of a giggle in your story. Do all these things and just build up a brand and build someone who actually should be enjoyable to follow and it's not just pure bore, 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 bore. So that would be all my best advice. Just continue to work away at it. It's the same as physique development. You're not going to hit the gym once and have a fucking incredible physique. Um, Unless you're like Nigerian or something. But realistically,
Can't
you,
say that.
yeah, no, sorry,
Cancel this podcast.
that's been done. But realistically, you're not gonna, post for like a week and have an incredible roster of clients. You're not gonna train for a week and have an incredible physique. It takes time. So don't get disheartened if you have a week without inquiries, a month without inquiries. Continue to do what you're doing, and it will come if you are putting hard work and effort into it. Put time into it. Treat it like a job as well. Like it's not just something that you're fanning about with. If you want to be successful with something, treat it with respect. So. Yeah, sorry, that was a massive ramble, but hopefully that does all provide a good amount of quality and advice. And there's an inspiring coaches section on the Natural Physique Hub. So sign up for our coaching and that'll do it.
Yeah.
I
I'll
would just say on
let them
top of
know.
that, just be like relentlessly consistent. Like I honestly don't remember the last day that I didn't post something. You know what I mean? Whether it be a post or a story, something about a client, something about my own progress, something about my own journey, whatever. Like every single day for years. Like even if I didn't want to, you know what I mean? Even when I was going through a bit of shit and like the last thing I want to do is go on social media. But like you just keep showing up. Like just keep showing up no matter what. Like I probably didn't actually feel like I was like doing all right coaching wise for the first like 3, 4 years. You know what I mean? Until probably like my probably like my 2023 prep. And before that, I still had good clients. You know what I mean? I was coaching all you guys back then. You know what I mean? Like, but I felt as though like I was happy with my service and everything, but like I was still building it. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like now we've got like a brand. Yeah, and it's like we've built something that's really cool. But still, like, doesn't mean that you can just let up and
I
take your
was
foot
gonna
off the
say it
gas.
doesn't mean
Like,
slow down. As soon as you
no,
lose,
exactly.
fucked, yeah.
Yeah, like Josh just said, you've got to treat it like a job. Like you've got to get up at a certain time and get back to your clients. You've got to work hard. Like after this podcast, I've got still quite a lot of work to do. It's going to be 7:30 by the time we're done. I'll be working till 9:30, 10. Like, and that's not just because I'm at the gym. Like if I was at home, I'd be doing the same thing. Like it's a job that requires a lot of work. It's not just a fun job where you sit on your ass and do fuck all. Like it requires a lot of effort and it should. I know, like obviously, like if you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life and all that. Yeah, that's great, but like it should feel like work. You know what I mean? Like you're not just having fun and like pissing
Yeah.
about. Like you are actually in a very privileged role and a very important role. Like you're dealing with people's lives and goals and health and mental health and physical health. You know, all these things you're trying to help and deal with. Like it's a big job. Like don't just go into it thinking, oh, I just want to earn a bit more money and have this lavish lifestyle as an
I
online
can work
coach.
from
Like,
any. I used to think, oh, I'll be able to work from anywhere in the world. I can just travel.
yeah,
It's just like,
which yeah,
no.
you can, but you're not gonna. Like,
Yeah.
you've got a busy
Something's gonna be
life, and
sacrificed there, whether it's my service, my physique, or fucking whatever, maybe my mental sanity. Like you can be like just hopping from island to island in Thailand and still have a really, really, really good service.
I'm
Like,
going to Thailand later this year.
yeah, yeah. Sorry guys, Finn's gonna be a shite coach for a month. But no, like you do need to be very consistent with it, 100%. And I always say nothing worthwhile comes easy. Like it is going to be difficult, and just like anything, the more work you put in, the more rewarding it becomes too. So, as you say, it shouldn't be easy. Just understand that.
A good question on the back of that.
Hmm.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I really expected it to be something really daft with the way that you phrased that there. Good question off the back of that. Whose arse would you rather eat? Um, sorry, what?
Definitely know us.
Yeah, defo. Brilliant. Sorry, what was the question?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Whenever anyone asks me that, I just say sitting right where you're sitting, just as a joke, and it doesn't matter who they're asking, who's asking it. Like it's just like I'm gonna fucking be. I'm the dominant one. I'm the alpha here.
It is. Um, 5 years, what will be 2030?
Jesus, yeah.
Christ,
I'll
I'll be
be.
30.
I'll be 33.
Ew, that is mank.
Cheers, mate.
No, no worries, man.
I don't know where I see myself in 5 years.
I
Does it?
think I'll just be doing the same thing, but like in Spain, just
Yeah.
in a
That'd be
different
nice.
country.
You can't travel whenever you can't travel, remember?
No, no,
I'm
no.
not. I mean, I'm not traveling because I'm going to be permanent there.
Yeah. To be
Yeah.
fair, that would be sick. Like, I actually think that suits you very much, mate. Like, in terms of like your happiness, I think that would be sick.
Yeah, it does. I just like I enjoy like the beach. I enjoy the warm weather. I
Good.
enjoy speaking
Need a
Spanish.
golden
Like
a bodybuilder. Run down the
what?
beach with like a wee surfboard.
Right, you could get like
Yeah.
a
Mogging everyone. Oh,
sexy
Uruguayan bird.
Yeah,
sexy
get some sort of
A wee
senorita.
Uruguayan.
A
We
wee
fly out
Uruguayan thing.
Uruguayan. That'll be
Yeah.
good.
Get her to message you a few times after because she's missing you.
Did she message you?
Yeah,
Did she?
yeah.
With drooling emojis.
You know the emoji and it's got like drool coming
I
from.
thought you said drilling.
Yeah.
No, no,
That
Oh,
one as well. Both of them.
no.
Right, in
Um,
5 years. So
Dubai.
I see. I'm going to do it business related rather than life related because I don't want to get all sloppy.
no.
Next hour.
Uh,
So I see natural physique coaching being like one of, if not the like go-to brand and coaching sort of business for people getting into natural bodybuilding and wanting to do well within natural bodybuilding. I think we'll have like multiple pros at that point, which would be really fun, cool. I'd like to think that a few of us would be pros by that point. Like, hopefully all of us, that'd be sick. But like realistically, Josh and Matt, you should be by that point. Like myself and Noah, maybe not so much.
Just giggling at Noah. And
Noah might get his pro card before any of us. He's going to
it could be
Japan.
like
He's going to
yeah.
Japan where they all can't get in shape.
the One Piece Pro card.
Exactly.
I think with the gym, like I'd like to be knocked through into that next unit as well. So we've got the whole 2 units, and I think that would be enough. I don't think we need to expand based on that. And I'd like for us to have like a good 200-300 members plus, which would be really cool. And outside of that, have a nice house, have a dog,
Mm,
have a nice life.
yep. Wonderful. Noah,
I don't fucking know.
you're
In
run
five
the
years,
country.
I'll be 27. Um, I'd have liked to have maybe won a show by that point. And I don't know where the fuck I'll be, to be honest with you.
That's
Like,
crazy to think in 5 years you're still younger than I am now.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see you as in your 20s though.
You see me as old, don't you? You think of
Yeah,
me
I
as
see
your
you like
dad. You see
yeah,
me as your
I
dad,
do.
which
Um,
is lovely. It is really nice. That's like I do appreciate that.
no, I genuinely like it's not an arsehole. I just think that you're like late 30s. Just
Yeah.
in that frame, do you know what I mean?
I quite like that though. It makes me feel like you respect me and you see me as a elderly figure.
Yeah, that's why I'm sick of your sofa, mate. Um,
Yeah.
Respect you so much.
I try to show you, mate. I try to show you.
It was his white top as well. I found that it wasn't. I thought it was my white top. Or the
Oh,
towel.
mine.
Yeah, it was your natural physique coaching one. Fuck
Love it.
natural physique coaching.
Quiet link in the bio.
You'd just eaten some dodgy chicken. That's what it was. It was just
Yeah,
chicken.
that fucking plant
Dodgy
burrito, mate.
chicken tingle
Plant
on the
burrito.
floor.
In 5 years, I don't know where I'll be, to be fair. Like, I could still be in this house here. I could be down in England. Like, I don't know. I could be back in Japan. No fucking clue. I was meant to go back this year, obviously not going anymore. Just because I want to focus on myself, my own bodybuilding aspirations. Um,
And you
music.
changes
Yes,
when you
baby.
na, 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 na. We need to turn it down, buddy.
Mate, it's the gym. I'm not turning the music down.
Sorry, guys, I need to turn it off. Maybe that just hit the big loud part, so you might be fine. That won't
Crescendo.
hit it, though. Sorry, no, I'll go for it.
No, that's about it. I don't know. Fucking.
I think at your age you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like I think at your
Yeah.
Josh and Noah at your age you shouldn't be thinking like, oh, in 5 years I want to be here. Like you should just be enjoying being young and just like working hard as fuck every day.
Give me
Like I feel like
in supercar. That's what I'll do in 5 years. I'll have a supercar. I'll have no money invested into anything. I'll have no assets apart from just a supercar. No properties, no nothing.
I
Just
feel like Matt, you're at that age now where you're like you should probably be thinking a little bit about like
Yeah, I know.
and
It's
like
kind of like
I'm at the age where it's like, mate, what are you doing?
you need to
Like,
sort something out. Although I
yeah.
think I'm Noah. What age are you?
22.
So I'm closer to Noah than I am to you, Finn.
How old are you?
24.
I'm 24.
I see Matt as like my age. I see Josh and Noah as young.
See me as like a 12-year-old.
I just feel like I'm in like a weird middle ground
He
where I'm like
sleeps in bed with you.
I'm not old enough to be in the same bracket as Finn, but I'm not young enough to be in the same bracket as
I'm not
Josh.
that old. I'm not that old.
You're actually a 40-year-old dad.
Big unk.
I am an uncle, to be fair. Is anyone else an uncle here? Oh, you are that.
I don't have any siblings.
Oh yeah, but who is that baby that's on your story?
Wait, what?
There's a little girl or a kid with a massive head that's on your story.
That's my cousin's daughter.
Right. So you're basically an uncle, yeah?
Somewhat.
Cousin, an
Yeah,
older cousin,
second uncle or something.
uncle
Yeah.
cousin.
Summer, I bet you, either way, it'd be interesting if you touch that kid, mate. So
Yeah,
don't do it.
yeah, it would.
Oh no.
Won't be doing that. It would be incest if it touched your niece and nephew, though, would it?
No, that's okay.
Perfectly
Absolutely
okay.
fine, mate.
Perfectly okay.
Yeah, that's sound, mate. Yeah, anytime.
Cheers.
Right.
Yep.
Real rapid through these. Just choose one. Favorite video game.
We did that, didn't we?
Peak Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Fortnite.
I think that was the one I wasn't here for.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Minecraft. I had so many good memories of Minecraft.
I just have to say FIFA because that's all. Actually, FIFA Street 1.
Oh, yes. That was a
Good,
great one.
good shout.
Best advice to self-coach. I guess I could give this based on
Message-
not to
Message
do.
yourself every morning saying, "Look great, bro.
Bodyweight.
These are great shots, mate. And happy with them. Thanks for sending them over."
In all seriousness, I think like you should almost do it like that. Don't message yourself back, or maybe do, but message yourself the plan.
Get
Don't,
it into mental insanity,
Yeah.
man.
maybe message yourself back the plan. But I do think that actually checking photos and sending them to yourself, and then looking at them maybe a couple of hours later. Don't look at them straight away because you end up like it's then emotionally driven because you're like how you feel, especially when you're prepping, your posing feels a bit shit because you're flat. Then you look at the photos and you don't like how they look, and then you're going to make emotional decisions. That's not what you need. Like your coach isn't going to make emotional decisions for you based on how you feel. They will make decisions based on what information you give them, data, and how you look. So I think like actually like checking in with yourself, but like then doing your check-in a bit later on in the day, rather than like just looking at them straight away. I also said this to Ed as well. I was like, you need to don't weigh in and then pose because then you're going into your pose and thinking, oh, I'm flat or I'm heavier and I'm softer. Like pose and then weigh in. I just want to keep talking so Josh can't talk. Yeah, go on.
Well, you self-coach next prep.
I'm not prepping ever again.
Yeah, fair dues. X weeks out, but just never ever prep.
No, I will not self-coach next prep. Main reason being, it just was too much workload for me. Like, I'd rather be a better coach for my clients and worry less about myself.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I did that anyway. You know what I mean? Like my service didn't drop off in my prep, but my prep dropped off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I neglected myself because I was busy with you
One
guys.
of the two are going to take a hit, either your prep or your client's prep.
Yeah, I honestly think that's impossible not to. I honestly think no matter how good you are as a coach, I think it's impossible to. It's like anything; you can't be 100% at two things. That's not possible. You know what I mean? You can't be the 100% best coach and best athlete at the same time. I just don't think it's possible. You can't be 100% at one sport and another because one has to take a bit of a hit somewhere. Like, so yeah, I think like obviously those tips there for self-coaching. And I don't think there's anything wrong with self-coaching. Like I actually think it's good to experience it, but
I
I
think
do
it's
think
got to do like with off seasons and diets, but when it comes to a prep, like you're gonna be a
yeah,
fucking mess.
that's
Like
it.
just get a
Like
coach that you trust, who you get along well with, and understands you. Go for there.
your ability to make decisions actually sort of
Objectively.
Yeah, you
yeah,
can't be
objective
objective.
decisions and like actually sort of make the right decision is very, very difficult. And the thing is as well, even if you've got people around you who you're like chatting to, it's still very difficult because who do you then listen to? Do you know what I mean? So like when I prepped, obviously I had Shannon, I had Reese, like they were like the main people. But then also when I competed, I got advice from like I'd message the people that were in the show. So like BMBF, I messaged Keithy, I messaged AJ because he was in the crowd, and then everyone's telling you different things. Yeah, I mean, and then it's like you don't listen to any of them. You just go off what you think is right, and usually what you think is right at that point is probably not right because you're fucked. Like for me, it was just keep digging, digging, and digging, and it's like in hindsight, that wasn't the right thing to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely don't have too many voices as well. That's another thing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I have two more. Has anybody else got any more?
I've got two.
I've got small ones, I think.
Right, come on.
Let's
What
go.
are the top five natural federations in the world, in your opinion, from Donny?
Top five.
WNBF,
Yeah.
PCA. I don't know the other ones really.
So I'm thinking OCB as well. OCB or class over in America.
I think. Oh, ANBF. I'm going to take ANBF as a good one.
We go in just then like countries
No, but
because
like
like the
as a
if
federation, like that's mint. The show that they put on that's got to be one of the best natural bodybuilding shows.
But is that not like part of like DFAC or something?
yeah, which is
Oh, I
the
thought
mother
it was
federation? Is it not?
the Austrian Natural Bodybuilding Federation. I thought it was its own thing, the ANBF.
Well, it is its own thing. It's like UKDFBA is its own thing, but obviously it's in conjunction with like INBA, PNBA.
Mm. UKDFB are completely.
Yeah, they're by themselves now. Though.
So the UKDFB Open Championships has nothing to do with
Yeah,
like qualifying for anything. Um,
Like
at
WNBF is
WNBF,
just one. Isn't yeah.
yeah, WNBF are your front runners. Globally for natural bodybuilding. Um,
yeah,
BNBF
because then you've got yeah, but WNBF. Like, if we're looking at just like the biggest, if we're not looking at just like countries, then it would be what WNBF, DFAT, INBA, OCB.
yeah, but I'm saying like what's the best ones to compete with?
Two gross.
All right, picking up.
Yeah, start a fight. Um, WNBF. I like UKDFBA. I actually quite enjoy the shows. Um,
I bet you do. You in one
yeah,
overall.
just give me another overall, guys. I love you lot. Fucking
Lee
brilliant.
Kemp.
Fucking
Big rip.
brilliant.
Uh,
Love you, Lee.
what a guy.
I would say if we're looking at like the ones that I've experienced and been to and had clients in and stuff, WNBF, UKFBA, PCA, have they been about long enough to be like, oh, they're one of the best natural federations? Probably not, but also like their
The
shows are
shows
fucking
have been
good.
really good.
Yeah.
I think they've been sick.
Um, I agree the AMBF sick. And then probably maybe the Danish one. Because the show they put on was sick, wasn't it, man?
DFNA. Yeah.
Is that thing was Christopher Brangsgaard's coaches one? If you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
really
he was competing,
Christopher.
wasn't
Yeah,
Stop.
what's the guy's name, Matt, that runs it? Daniel.
Daniel Risgard or something.
Yeah, I think he's like a massive pioneer within natural
Yeah, he is.
bodybuilding there. Like he's very, very um hardworking with like making sure that natural bodybuilding thrives as much as possible there.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like AJ Morris,
Very
but
long.
big and bald.
yeah, and slightly older.
Yeah.
Fake arts.
Um, oh,
Happens to
here's
AJ
one
Morris.
for you. We'll finish with that question, Finn. Would you rather only lick your food or eat your food, but your dog has to chew it first for you?
Oh, lick it.
But
Um,
it's never going to get bigger.
Speaking of lickies,
Aye. Aye.
that's what I thought you were getting at when you were like, Finn, would you rather?
Oh. Hmm.
Would you rather
Um,
get licked or get
I
licked?
just I just love getting licked.
Would you rather lick your food or have your dog
No,
lick
I'd
it?
rather eat it because otherwise you'd die.
No, you could lick yourself. Like yourself. You could lick yourself.
I could just get
You
licked
could,
everywhere.
you could lick your way to a good nutritional diet. So not lick yourself. Oh,
I don't think you could be honest with you.
yeah, I think I could do it. You could technically make like smoothies. You could blend up your food and then just lick the
Lick
smoothie.
it like a cat.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog, so that mean whose dog eats mine?
Princess. She'll probably just end up eating it though. She's a wee fat thing.
What in this thing?
Yeah. Um,
Right, next
insufficient
question.
Next
calories.
question, I'm about to piss myself.
Um, advice on how to make Excel sheets like you. Do we
Oh,
want to sit here for the next 2 hours
Fuck
going
that.
through the
ah,
full Google sheet?
No.
Don't well, not bad.
just buy sheets or buy
Right,
pre-made
give me
sheets.
two
Next
minutes, boys.
question.
Yeah, that's cool. Go on mute.
Good.
Playing it.
I'm about to piss down this carpet. What's the next question we've got?
Biggest mistake you still see? I'll
Uh,
say,
binging.
fucking binging. That'll do it.
Oh, that's fine. That's all right.
I'll say posing, but not like not practicing your posing enough, but like practicing too late. Like the timelining of posing practice. I think I don't understand. I'm actually going to do a post about this. Why the fuck people don't put more effort into posing early when they feel good, rather than thinking about ramping it up when they're 5 weeks out. It
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense. You feel like absolute shite. Why are you trying to put more effort in at the very end when you feel fucked? Why
Yeah.
why not put more effort in when you're a year away from the stage? When you feel great, you've got time to work and improve. And then by the time you get to prep, you're posing sweet. You don't need to work on anything. Just maintaining.
Yeah. Touching up on teeny little things here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
Noah,
What?
But he said binging.
I said binging.
just binging.
Folk will just sit and eat off plan on prep. That's the biggest thing I see. Stop being stupid bollocks and just eat your meal plan.
I've been stupid.
Stop being stupid.
Upward.
What do I see that as a mistake? Taking it for granted.
Not making the most of the space that you're
Prep is a
in.
choice. It's a
Yeah.
choice.
Um, I becoming a prick to people because you think you're the main character and you've got very low energy and you can't be fucked with people and this and that. Still be nice.
Thinking the world revolves around you when you're on prep.
Yeah, I don't. You're eating a little bit less food, or that you're starving. You're not starving. You're eating 4 or 5 nutritious meals a day. You prick.
Your appetite's just high.
Yeah, you are very well fed. You're not starving at all. But yeah, literally, in all seriousness, like kind of just letting it pass by you and not being grateful for it and the process itself. Like actually enjoy it. You're in the best shape you'll ever be in. I say you'll ever be in. You'll be in the short term. It's a very cool thing to be able to do. So
Mhm.
don't just kind of wish it away and be like, oh, I can't wait for my off season. I'm tired. I've got no energy. I don't want to train this and that. Like, yes, there's going to be points where it's really difficult, and towards the back end, you probably will feel a little bit like that. But competing isn't something you're going to do often in your life. So when you do it, make sure you enjoy it. So I'd say that's a big one.
Agreed.
Um, Also on the Google Sheet front, by the way, for the person that asked, um, I made my own, like, I made my own in my higher business class. So I sat higher business and just the whole year pretty much sat and done loads of coaching stuff. So sit higher business, skive and do your
What's this? What question's this?
The Google Sheet one.
Google Sheets.
Oh, I just used fitness to copy them pretty much.
Use your own coaches though, like use your own coaches as inspiration and
Yeah, it wasn't a copy, but I took inspiration.
took inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn, what's your biggest thing that what's the biggest mistake you see in people's preps? We've talked about posing too late, binging, and taking it for granted. If you get anything else, waking up at 11 o'clock at night and eating your meal,
And then no, thinking that it's the morning and
yeah,
messaging me like, "Oh, I thought it
but
was the morning."
it's dark
Like,
outside.
yeah. I would probably say going into it without like, why is Noah so far away?
Pushing people away from me.
Uh, like going into it with almost like not enough respect. Like I think people just think that like it's going to be easy, and then as soon as it's hard, they panic.
Yeah.
So like
I'm
almost,
getting it, no.
What?
He's just pulling his wee table in with his feet. Sorry, Finn, continue.
no, I'd probably say that. Like obviously, yeah, eating off plan, like wanting to do more. I think a lot of the time is one like, and people not realizing the sort of problems that can come with just doing more, doing more, doing more, and especially not communicating it. You know what I mean?
I
They're
was going to
like
say,
they're
wanting to do more is a much better thing than wanting to do less, as long as
yeah,
you communicate it and you don't just fucking crack on, bury yourself, and
yeah.
not say anything to your coach.
I'd much rather have to pull someone back to that, mate. Let's slow it down rather
It's
than like
constantly
having to
being
be like,
reminded to,
yeah, like people just constantly like, oh mate, this is so hard, or like, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. Like I'll have clients who I know that they're struggling and they'll be like, oh yeah, mate, you know what it's like. You know, they'll kind of say that. But then I'll have clients who like think that it's only them that feel like this
yeah,
and that like they're hard done by and that nobody else feels like this. It's just me. I don't know why it's so hard for me. No, mate, it's hard. Yeah, you know, or they're like, no, you don't like they don't say that I don't understand, but it's almost like they kind of make out that I don't understand.
yeah,
And it's like, no, mate, like I've been through it, you know what I mean? Like I do understand what you're going through and I've obviously coached a lot of people through it. Like you're not completely different to everyone else. Like, yeah, there's different sort of nuances and stuff with every individual, but like realistically, it's hard for everybody. Like even for you, Josh, obviously we joke about it being fucking easy for you and you getting into stage condition easily. It wasn't easy. You
yeah.
still had to do cardio. You still had to fucking get up and crack on. You still had to train super hard. You still had to be hungry. You know what I mean? You still had food focus. You know, it wasn't easy. It's just
Felt like
you
a
got
fucking
you got in condition quicker than we wanted you to. You know what I mean? And for other people, it's like they struggle to even get in condition at all.
I like tried training, even in that sense, like for what, 32 weeks while feeling like a gust of wind would blow you off your feet. Like I was very light and just very frail in general, and it was still a long, long prep. So some people will have it easier than others, but again, expect it to be hard. And as I mentioned before, nothing worthwhile comes easy. Like you're gonna need to push yourself. So don't be a bitch and go for it.
Fucking
Is
right,
that
mate.
is that your questions done?
Yeah. Have you got any more?
Last two. How early to be ready for the show is the best case scenario in your opinion? I would say it's difficult because if you've got like a few shows, like you're probably going to want to get better into every show.
I should go through, yeah.
But I would say 2 weeks. If you've got one show, that's it for the whole season. 2 weeks. If you can be fat free 2 weeks out, you can then just pull out expenditure and feed up into it. Yeah, 2 weeks would be good.
Perfect. I agree.
What would make you choose a specific category to compete in? So primarily
How you look.
how you look, what your physique kind of leans towards, but also what you enjoy and what you follow more of. Like for example, like with Noah, he quite likes the look of men's physique, and obviously he obviously wants to go be compete in Japan and stuff, and like they've got quite a big culture of men's physique over there and stuff like that. So that's cool. Like with Matt, he obviously looks very classic, but also really likes the classic bodybuilding and like his favorite era would be back then and stuff when it was more classic bodybuilding and stuff like that. So I think what you enjoy as well will almost dictate how you train a little bit and how you want to sculpt your physique as well. So that kind of then helps you super class. But some people are just genetically made for certain classes.
If you've got no legs, men's physique. If you've got no muscle, classic physique. And if you've got muscle and you look good, then be a
Yeah,
bit.
look at these fucking proportions.
Yeah.
Get your cock out.
Wait. No, it's too
Yeah.
small.
Yeah,
It's
if you
too small.
It's
small,
small.
way too small. If you've
It's
not
too
got enough
small.
muscle to do bodybuilding,
Someone's eye
classic
out.
physique. And then bodybuilding is just if you're handsome and big and shit. So,
If you've got
yeah.
no muscle at all, please just take your time to grow.
Men's
And
athletic.
men's athletic.
EMBF men's
The thing
athletic.
is, the two men's athletic boys were fucking good.
Yeah, they look sick. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have
Sick.
been good.
Pair of
Any
trunks
men's
on me.
athletic athletes out there, don't take offense. We're not slagging you, we're slagging the federation.
Lagging you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not even the federation, just the class.
Yeah. Everything about it. I think that's us though. Are we good?
Yes, sorry for
Okay,
such a
right,
long
okay.
episode, guys.
I mean, I think that's a brilliant episode. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed it and got some good stuff from it. Because this is the stuff that I would have listened to when I started out bodybuilding, when I started out training, and got loads from it. I was built off of the Once You're in podcast, and then it all crumbled to shit.
That's why you're half nice, half annoying and
Yeah,
fast.
full of gear. Right.
Half full of gear.
Right, that's us, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please do story share. Every time I mention it, somebody does share a story. I be like Noah. Yeah. Oh, goodbye. No, please do show this. Fucking hell, Josh.
Showy stairs. Do some
Oh,
showy
show
stairs,
the-
guys.
Please show this.
Show
Like,
these scales.
share on your stories is what I'm saying. Tag us in it, please. It helps us get it about. Like, subscribe, all of that shit, and we shall catch you in the next episode. See ya.